Hi, I'm professional hypnotist Kelli from Heydekampf, and today I'd like to talk to you a little about emotional freedom technique, or EFT, also referred to as tapping. I believe it is an important part of my profession to teach clients strategies and skills that they can practice and do on their own. Skills and strategies that I practice in my day-to-day life as well. As a matter of fact, right before doing this video, I did a round of EFT or tapping, just because videotaping myself and watching it is not something that I particularly enjoy. And so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity for me to practice what I preach before coming on and doing this video for you. If you would like to read about the empirical evidence behind EFT and why it works, you can go to scholar.google.com and type in tapping or emotional freedom technique and read about all of the research that's been done on this. I'm not sure that there is really one view, one consensus as to why emotional freedom technique works. It's one of those things that just is sort of accepted that in many cases, in many incidences, this does work without really understanding why. I can tell you some of the reasons why I believe it works. EFT really allows us to embrace whatever condition we are working through. We're not spending any time trying to resist or push back. And that's normally what we do in different circumstances, under different conditions. If we are experiencing something that we don't want to be experiencing anymore, we're usually thinking of it in terms of pushing it away, of pushing it out of our lives, of not wanting to have that. And tapping really allows us to embrace the experience, which may sound counterintuitive to some people. However, it's really in that moment of embracing that we can begin to release, that we begin to give ourselves permission to allow ourselves to have this experience and then simply be done with it, release it over and over. EFT is also very effective in setting a baseline about what our experience right now is, and then going through the exercise and checking in with ourselves and seeing the difference, seeing how it has increased the amount of comfort we're experiencing, or the amount of discomfort has decreased. And so it allows us to come up with a spectrum and place ourselves in and see incremental improvement. It also allows us to produce a process that gives our mind something different to focus on. It's so important to realize that what we focus on will increase. And so this is a process that really allows us to align our minds with what it is that we want to focus on. And it's a very easy, simple process that you can do at any time. I believe that you can do this, you can do a mental version of this. Once I've gone through the actual tapping, you'll see what I mean by that. You might not always be in a place where you feel like you can tap yourself in public, but there is great power in doing this mentally as well. And I believe that's another reason why EFT and tapping is so effective, is because it is the power of suggestion. It's the power of suggestion. We are telling ourselves what it is that we want to experience, and we are giving our minds permission to accept that suggestion and allow that to be our focus. I am staying with the very basic EFT process. I'm sure that there are many different variances to this. I'm sure that they are all equally as effective. The important thing is for you to have a process that is simple, that you can remember, that you can call upon in those times when you're stuck and you're not sure what to do. This is one of those skills and strategies that you can go to. It is a go-to tool. So that being said, let's get started. There are 9 different energy points that you work with in the body. Any of you who have done energy work in the past or know of energy centers in the body, there's 9 different energy spots in the body that EFT works with. And the suggestion or the affirmation that we work with is always the same. And so it starts off with, even though, and then you get to fill in the blank. And then after you fill in the blank with whatever it is you're experiencing, even though blank, 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 I still completely love and accept myself. And there's great power in that last sentence. Despite my circumstances, I still completely love and accept myself. And that will be the ongoing affirmation. For example, I was working at a trade show with a client who came and sat in my chair, and he had a headache. And so I asked him to put his headache on a scale of 1 to 10. Of that headache, how bad of a headache was he experiencing? And he put his headache at a 9. And so the affirmation that we used was, even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And so the different points that we use while we're saying that are as follows. The first one is on the crown of your head. And so you just begin to tap using, 2, 3 fingers, whatever's comfortable. It doesn't matter which hand you use. And you would say, even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. The next point that you go to is your eye socket. You move to the outer eye socket. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And then you move to the inner socket. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And you move to the under eye socket right here. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. You move down here in between that, sort of that dip between the nose and the upper lip. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And the tapping should always be firm enough that you can feel it, but it's never to the point of being painful. And the next, right below your lower lip and your chin, you have that little dip right there. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And the next point is on your collarbone. You've got that space right in the middle. And then you've got one side that begins. You can do it on either side. So that collarbone right before that spot in the middle. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And then the next one is sort of right in the middle. If you go out from the middle of your breast, right over to the side. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And then the last one is many times referred to as the karate chop. Even though I'm experiencing this headache, I still completely love and accept myself. And then you check in. Sometimes people say that it's good to, after you process a whole series of tapping, that you can close your eyes and move them around, move them up, move them down, move them to one side, move them to the other, circle them around one way and then around the other. You can do that. And then afterwards, opening the eyes and checking in with yourself. And after I did 2 rounds of this with the gentleman at the trade show who was in my chair, his headache went from a 9 to a 6. So we did it again, and we got the headache in just a few rounds of EFT. We got the headache down to a 1. And that was just in a matter of less than 5 minutes. So the important thing is to remember the spots, the crown of the head, the outer eye socket, the inner eye socket, the, I guess underneath, or the lower eye socket, between the nose and the upper lip, between the lower lip and the chin, the collarbone, either side, it doesn't matter, outward from the middle of the breast to your side here, sort of straight down from your armpit, and then the karate chop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 points. And then the affirmation, even though blank, 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 I still completely love and accept myself. And you can put anything in there. If you wake up in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning and you are having difficulty falling back asleep, even though I'm having trouble sleeping, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I don't want to do this presentation, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I don't feel like I can lose any weight, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I hate the way I look, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel so much anger, I still completely love and accept myself. Even though I freaked out and yelled at my kids, I still completely love and accept myself. So you can use it for truly whatever it is that you're experiencing in that moment. And that is, I believe, the great value, because we're not trying to push anything away that we are experiencing. Our experience in that moment is our experience. And so you're allowing yourself to embrace it, to love it, and to release it. And that is the power of EFT. That is the power of tapping. So I would love to hear about your experience. If you'd like to drop me a line, an email, you can reach me at Kelli at westmetrohypnosis.com. If you'd like to post any feedback about this, I'd love to hear that as well. Try it out. Again, if you're in a place where you feel like you can't do physical tapping because people might be looking at you thinking that's really weird, whatever it is you're doing, you can also do it mentally in your head. I believe it's just as powerful. You know, your mind really doesn't know the difference between an actual experience being done physically and something that's being imagined in great detail. So go ahead and take the time to do it in your imagination as well, if that's the only time and the place that you can do it. And I wish you much success with this and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching this video.